Alright. So, before the break, you all found out who was hiding away. Uh, your man on the run. It was two compatriots from time ago. Uh, but now you have a choice on what you will do with them. What we will do.
Well, since the only people we really have to report them to is on guard, and they very well can't do anything. So, do you guys want to chase them down, or?
We should warn the guard as well as keep tracking them if we can.
Alright, so. Which will you do first, though? Will you start tracking, then warn, or warn, then start tracking?
I'll use the letter of sending I have to scribble out a message. Actually, you know what?
Okay.
I have a better idea. I'll use. This is a combination that Rin might have to tell me whether it works or not. I'll use prestidigitation to put the visage of all three of them, well, the two that I know, and the description that Everett gives me before turning up the message and sending it to the captain of the
I could prestidigitation her onto there.
I would say no. Due to their adjustment for writing. So I would say the prestidigitation would not go through.
No, so I can't write an image?
Yes, you could draw an image and send it, but you could not magic an image onto there.
Well, their names.
Alright.
Names and descriptions should do.
Thing is, you only know their first names. They've never told you their last.
I'm sure the Hunters Guild knows.
How about Damocles, the famous Gun Hunters Guild man guy who looks like a...
Who's like Uglan Man. But yeah, it's a good enough description, so they'll have word out.
So yeah, with that handled, now we can actually chase them.
1 second.
Let's go, my dear.
Okay, so, alright. God damn. Alright. So. You warn the guard, and, yeah, now you chase. I will need, Junia to make a perception check. Or a survival, sorry. See if you can track them. Once again, as you start turning corners.
See if you can pick up their trail now that we've got a start on it.
That beats it. So yes. You do not pick up any trail from them. Is Copter here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
There you
Okay.
go. Actually, I wanted to lucky that, but you already said it.
Okay, then go ahead. Lucky. Which doesn't help you because you didn't. Oh, yeah, it doesn't help you. Actually, yeah, still does not help you.
Is Kitty still on the scent? Let's find out.
No, actually.
Damn, 18 was too low.
They rolled high as fuck for their stealth.
Pass without trace, yeah.
Yes, it doesn't help people tracking. After about 5 minutes of looking, Cobdo would get a message. And this would be from Damocles. Stop hunting us. Celeste did not commit those murders. We just want to get him out of Ethar.
If I had another
Is he
letter
lying?
sending,
What?
I'd send him a middle finger.
Would you do for your comrades?
I wish we could reply, we
Just
believe you.
Leave. And that's the ending of the message.
Would we be able
I'll
to get a
tell
letter
them
sending?
about the message. And then I'll say, how do we know he's telling?
Also, you can
Well-
reply to this message.
Can?
Yeah, it's this is sending. So
Oh yeah. Well, he doesn't know that. How do I know you're telling the truth?
Alright, you use. He'll send another sending spell. You don't. Just over the times we've helped you, help us this one time.
Alright, I'll tell them that.
Then what? Okay, so if they consider us someone that is trustworthy and someone that needs convincing and or at least worth the effort to convince that they're not guilty, they could have just stopped and told us. We would have believed them if they stopped.
Think their friend is a wanted criminal. So I'm pretty sure you would try to keep that on the down low. At least wouldn't you try to keep that on the down low?
Well,
I mean, but if somebody who was trustworthy approached you about that particular subject, maybe I'd let them in on it.
No, because they don't want you to learn. Because less people that knows better. Any noticeable criminal would know that much.
So, if we believe these guys who we've worked with before who have been charitable to us, then we look for a different person, and he's not a suspect. But do we...
Well, considering how suspicious they behaved, why don't they just help us find the real murderer? Then they could just go on their merry way.
Well, because
Can
I
you roll
gotta get him out.
insight on the sending message?
Could you what?
Can they roll insight on the sending message?
No.
Okay, so it's more like text appears in their brain, essentially,
More or less, yeah. Like you hear
rather
the
than like an
voice.
audio
Yeah,
message.
It's an audio message. But whenever it comes to insight, maybe the trepidation in voice, but it's mainly facial features that give it away. Almost all the time. Or body language. That's where insight comes along. If you wanted to, you could incite the sending message. More power to you.
That'd have to be Cabda's idea.
Damocles was like, he's priestly. That guy's angelic. I trust it.
I do believe that he's innocent, but he was our only lead to get information on the real murderer.
Well, if we got a sending or something, we can ask Damocles to ask Celeste if he knows any.
Do you have a sending?
I don't have that spell yet.
No.
Well then, no.
Well, guess we won't know then. Well, I guess we should start looking for a different person then. We could go talk to the asylum.
And at this point, you will hear a scream. Fairly close
From
by.
where?
Behind you.
Or start
Okay,
running
where
to
Can
it.
I determine the exact distance?
Not very far, maybe 100 feet away.
Damn.
And as you all start running, I have to roll a few things. So you all are letting those three go.
I'm going to, when I hear the scream, since I've determined it's so close and we're after a murderer, I'm just going to grab Kabda and dimension door us to the location of the scream.
Oh.
Sorry, Junie.
Oh.
Kabda's the tank.
So, alright, roll intelligence. Just roll straight intelligence to see how to the point you can get this.
Ooh. Here goes. Watch me rolling out. Oh, okay, I rolled average.
Okay. See, that's not that
Not too
bad.
bad.
So, you get inside the building, but downstairs instead of upstairs.
Captain's gonna say, "What the fuck?" as he gets dimension doored away.
Kabda, you are immediately grabbed, teleported into a very small wooden building. You can see a set of stairs heading up and a few rooms. You're inside of a kitchen right now as you hear just this cackling. As you just hear this.
How large is this building?
It's small. Think the room that you're in is 8 foot by 8 foot, so you would suspect the entirety of the building is maybe 16 by 8, and maybe a second story on top for a bedroom or two.
Do I see a window in this building?
You do not, because you don't know where the fuck they went. You just know the general
No,
direction. You know the direction, but you don't know which
because
building.
my passive is higher than anyway.
You know, you can pinpoint the building, alright, but you don't see a window then.
Okay, I
But-
tried to go into the same direction then.
Alright. For Gabden Everett. Everett, yep.
Everett, whatever.
Everett, yeah, Everett. As
Whatever it.
you all hear just this pulling as
I'm gonna
I'm
run
gonna
upstairs,
cast.
and I
I'm
will
gonna cast a
prepare.
wall of force around the building above us.
alright.
And Junie has logged out.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can still get over the wall. It's just 10 feet high,
And as
so you could go in like a second story or through the roof or anything like that, or if you could just get over the wall. From the outside.
Oh god, Kabda. Just whenever
But I'm not letting him get away.
Kabda, you find this creature standing above a body of a maybe 16, 17-year-old person and a body of a woman on the ground as this creature is
throw
just
my hatchet.
ripping apart the 17-year-old.
Chuck,
And
throw
the
my
wo-
hatchet.
Alright, as you chuck, and you can, in the immediate time, you can see the woman just has a quick slice across the neck. Go ahead and roll to attack.
I'm also up the stairs, but holding my concentration on wall of force.
You see this creature too. 22 hits. Deal 11 points of damage.
And as a bonus, can I cast Hexblade's Curse?
You can.
You
I
should have
think
done that
so.
before, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just thought of it after I rolled, and I was like, "Oh heck!"
As you toss, it slams into the chest of this creature as it pulls off the head of this boy and drops it to the ground. just staring at you with just glaring, piercing red eyes. Just as roll initiative.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
boy.
And now has Junia been able to figure out a way in?
Nope, because it's encircled in a wall of force.
It's
Though-
just like flat panels though
Yeah, but
that
it's
only
the
go
one,
up one panel high.
It's the one thing no one can fucking break through without a disintegrate spell.
I was thinking the ranger could go over it.
Yes, that could happen. The ranger could go over it. Go ahead and roll initiative.
I gotta find my token.
The thing is, you don't have to drop it here because this isn't the battle map. I just did that so you can see it visually.
Well, if I just roll the initiative, I'm not gonna
yeah.
pop up in the turn order without a token.
Like, I will drag it over then. Golly gee.
I didn't know that's how that worked. There we go.
Yeah, so you can roll it, and then when your token appears, you roll again and just go into the turn order.
So, Everett, it is your turn.
So I know they said dead or alive. That's going in dead.
Dead. Definitely dead.
And I cast Blight.
Blight. Alright. Good. Send that to me. Necrotic.
DC 17 con save for half damage.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so. Surprisingly, Constitution is one of its strong suits. As it rolls a 16 naturally. Junior, you'll be brought into this next round. As you're able to hop off a building into the walls area.
Just dynamic
Oh.
entry through whatever window you found.
I don't actually need to do that. I could just use lesser teleport get through.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, nice. Yeah, see, I
Nice.
had faith you could find a way. Easier than
That's-
Kobda could have.
Still a dick move. Jesus.
Wait, what happened?
They used a wall of force around the
Oh,
building.
right.
While Junie was still outside.
It takes 11 points of damage.
Wait, 11? Oh, Jesus, it's resistant too.
It's resistant and it saved. Is saving half, yeah? Or none? Okay,
Half.
so it is half. So yeah, Hunter, it's
Would it be
fucking-
nature or history to determine what type of creature this is? Like, do I know what this creature is?
Arcana or history?
Oh, I'm going Arcana.
You don't know. You think you know it's undead, 100% undead, but it is. You have no fucking clue what this thing might be. This is terrifying. Perfect. The ambiance in real life's kicking in. It starts to rain. But as its turn. Just looks at both of you. And then it remembers you.
Remembers.
It remembers. What it's going to do. It grabs the body of the woman and teleports away.
Did it leave this plane?
You don't not know. You don't not know. No,
Wall of Force blocks ethereal plane travel. Just wanted to remind.
it doesn't. It did not travel ethereally.
Okay.
It just went away.
That's a small ruling on Wall of Force. I want to make sure it didn't get forgotten.
Okay. So as Junior, you bamf in, just bow out, ready to go. There's no one there except for a torn apart body.
He left.
Wait, no one, or do you mean the three of us there?
Well, you all, wait, Junior joins in, and
Okay. For a second, it sounded like it took us with it somehow.
it could have, but it chose not to. So as you all more or less see as this thing grabs a woman's body and gets out, Junior teleports in.
It's not a man. It's some sort of undead monster thing.
Definitely undead.
You could tell because he looks like a
it will-
skeleton.
I've got a spell to deal with that, but it takes time to set up. We definitely need to notify the guard and the Hunters Guild that this is a plane traveling undead,
Yeah.
because that Wall of Force can block most kinds of supernatural travel.
So you're telling me he went to another plane?
I think he possibly phased onto the astral plane,
That's horrific.
but I would have
I
to
don't know.
research the creature.
Well, I guess we should try to find out how to find him again before he strikes. But now that we know that he's undead, there are ways to track those.
I mean, if it really is the way that you guys say it, it's going to be almost impossible to catch it.
If
Gotta,
we
like, set a
can,
trap.
if we can find it or trap it, I have a cylinder. I have a magic circle spell I could use to trap it.
Will that work?
But
for
it'll
Walden?
take me until tomorrow to prepare.
Yeah, and we have to
It,
kind of.
it has a better chance of working against teleportation.
Yeah, but how do we know? Like, how do we find a spot we know it's gonna?
That's the tricky part.
Because I mean, it makes sense now that like it's not a person that's going after certain types of people. It's like just this crazy monster.
While you all are there, go ahead and make a investigation check on that one body. Junior doesn't remember. Kabda. Everett and Kabda. You both remember. This person, it was one of the older kids that was bullying that one other kid.
Oh my gosh! No way.
That seems unlikely.
But do you think it could be true? Maybe.
Oh, I rolled intimidation on investigation. My bad.
You're just trying to intimidate the evidence and to tell you what's going on.
Tell me,
Yeah.
where is she?
Holding up the corpse, like, where is he?
Martha.
Pick up the kid's head. Where is she? Sorry, that's rude. It's still fucking funny. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, everyone knows this now. Congratulations. But also, they weren't really a kid; they were like 17. So,
Do you think it's possible that that kid could be that thing?
Right. So your cat does that.
Like, is it possible that the kid was like disguised, or like he turned into it because he was so mad?
It doesn't seem likely. There would have been a more clear connection between the victims before now. I think this is just chance.
Well, that sucks.
We would have seen more of the young boys.
Wait, but all of the other places, there were no corpses of little kids.
Yeah.
So we don't know if they. We should ask if they had kids or not.
It's
I
improbable,
suppose.
but it's possible.
But yeah, so we have so few leads. It's worth looking into, I think.
All right. So then, what do you all do then?
Well, we can go take a look at all the victims that were little kids then.
All right. Well, whenever it takes time to actually start going back to the bodies, the guards do come back. Everett lifts that wall of force.
Oh yeah, I dropped concentration on it after I knew it was away.
Okay.
Once I knew it had escaped. Like that was the whole point, and then it just didn't work.
You say that, but it worked in keeping it in. I'll tell you that. I'll be pretty cool with you. It stayed inside that circle till you let go of it, of that concentration, then it left.
We didn't think of that.
No, you didn't. It literally went downstairs.
Would we have not heard it?
No.
Yeah,
you
would
would
the
not
passive
have.
perception people have...
No, actually. Its stealth is... These motherfuckers are stealthy.
It rolled over a 22.
Yes.
We know why
Shit.
there are no footprints now.
This whole session has just been feels bad, man.
Yeah, I know. Murderers. More murder.
That's exciting.
While they go to investigate the corpses, I'm actually gonna go back to the library and try to find books on undead.
Alright. So,
I'm gonna try to determine exactly what kind of creature this is.
alright, roll investigation. Everett. Okay.
Holy, that's a
Maybe-
good investigation roll
You find
when I'm in the library.
you find like a dusty old tome. As you pull it out, it's actually starting to fall apart. You just place it down. You just flip through. And you finally find something about this creature. If you were a necromancy class student, you would know what these are, but you don't. You know it is something called a bone claw.
I took some necromancy. I mean, blight is one of my best spells.
Some necromancy, but you never practiced the school as a major.
Is this an elective?
Yeah. And I was like, alright, war magic seems pretty cool. I'll take all those classes.
It was the least restrictive.
Yeah.
Like the others are too specialized. I'm like, I want to dabble in everything. Gotta know everything.
But you learn that a bone claw is a wizard that wants to become a lich and fails badly in doing so. They are immortal whenever the finished product takes hold, but they normally bind themselves to people at times. times.
Is it ageless or immortal?
Immortal. Like, it can come back to life. Once you kill it, it will come back to life unless you kill its master. If you don't know who the master is, you can't do anything about it. You can kill it, but it'll come back. Once it binds itself to someone, it's bound for life.
And what types of people could even bind it? Would it have to be a powerful mage?
No, it could be anything. It could be a child. It could be a powerful.
The fact you
warrior.
said that first.
It's in the book, actually. Like, it goes down the list of what it could be. Like, children, sometimes, mainly bullies. It could be thieves, just minor petty thieves. It could be anything that has a consciousness.
So, like, a really smart dog.
It could be a really smart dog. As sad as that is, and as true as it is, yes, there could be a bone claw attached to a dog.
Sucks for the dog.
That, like, it will obey the dog. And, like...
Is there any kind of
as you read up...
mark, or...
No, there is not.
Does it kill, like, by its own will, or has each murder been directed by the master?
Whenever reading, you learn that it's not directed by the master. It is of its own will, but of a sense by the feelings of the master. So if someone's wrong, like, treated the master wrong, the Bone Claw will take that as a sense of a threat. So the Bone Claw will eliminate the threat.
Oh, I guess
Where
time to
does
kill
it
a
hide?
dog.
What?
Where would it hide?
It can hide anywhere that is shadowy. Any shadow it can hide in.
So aside from walking down the street with a daylight spell in the middle of the night, we ain't gonna find it.
Well, I have a thing called Devil's Sight. I can see 120 feet in magical or non-magical darkness, like normal. So if we need to go somewhere dark, I could help out with that.
I think its ability is actually like merging into the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
I've seen creatures with that kind of ability before, like rather than just having an obnoxiously high stealth when it's in the shadow.
Okay.
It means the only way to bait it would to be a colossal asshole to everyone. And thereby make it target you.
Yeah, actually.
So, like... Okay. Would we have finished looking at the body?
Yes.
Knowing Everett, we'll just go straight to the library. We've been now.
Alright, so you go to the library and learn the same information Everett has. And also Everett, your cat, returns. Wielding a letter of itself, saying that confirmation has been gained on both parties.
Cool. Good familiar.
Meow.
I feel like I should get it like little, like almost little bags with the Mages Guild seal or something on it.
Like kitty saddlebags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow. Meow.
Just give her a little scratch on the chin as she climbs up on my shoulder.
The claws digging in, just like...
I'm used to it at this point. I've had this familiar since I became like rank 1.
I've owned a cat since I was 5. You never get used to it.
I don't know. I got you like out of out of character, like I got used to it. My cat.
Also, think he is wearing
Sorry.
thick robes. So,
They're particularly thick around the shoulder. There we go.
It's like those things for like falconing or like directing owls, except it's on your.
yeah. But, what do you all do with this newfound information?
And there's no way to determine the master.
Not to your knowledge.
Well, we need to figure out how to catch it, obviously, but that's the kicker, ain't it?
Even if we catch it, it won't die.
Or catch the master, I guess.
Well, we have one lead, which is
The master may not even be aware. If I'm understanding this correctly.
Mhm.
So then, how do we get rid of it? Do we just kill the master, or?
What's the book say?
Yes, the only way to kill this creature is to kill the master.
Does the book have a way of identifying the master?
No, there is no way to identify the master.
And the master doesn't even have to be conscious of this, right?
Could we interrogate it?
As far as I can tell, I don't believe the creature itself is sentient anymore. Is that correct?
It is sentient. It's fairly smart, but it just...
The
obeys-
only connection... Sorry, the only connection that I see between the creature and the potential master is the kid. It attacked a kid and its parents who recently were offensive and or abrasive towards the kid, and that seems like the thing the creature would do if the kid was his master.
Well, at the same time, he's likely not the only kid that bully was bullying.
Yeah. And the kid
It could have
says
also
that
even been
it's
someone the
parents.
father was rude to.
Yeah. And the kid said that their parents also got something happened to him, so maybe we should go find that kid again. Should be easier than looking for this.
Was there any link with the other bodies? Any other bullies or
Not that we know of.
anything like that?
One question you never asked. Yep, never asked is if they treated the urchins well.
Who?
You all. You never asked that.
If who treated the urchins well?
The murdered, the victims.
Hmm. Oh. Well, I mean, that's the connection we're looking for, isn't it? People that were mean to them?
It could very well be.
Yeah, so if it isn't that, like, one kid, then it's someone who's been bullying him. Because that's the bully.
The kid
At
also
any rate,
said
I
that-
think it would be worth finding the kid and talking to him.
yeah, the kid also mentioned that everyone is rude towards him because of what he is or who he is. So those kids might not be the only targets.
That's true. Are all the races getting killed?
No, whenever it comes to races, there's a deviation. There's no a select race.
I think
No, I mean all the
meant
racists.
racists. Yeah, racists.
Oh, yeah. What you would asking around? They are racist. The people that are getting killed, yes.
So if the master dies, the bone claw dies.
Yes.
I think regardless of whether we kill him or talk to him, we need to find the kid.
That's the best lead we've got at the moment, but There must be another way to destroy this thing. Because the kid, in all honesty, could be completely blameless. Even if it is him.
If it's a magical connection, maybe dispel magic.
Maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
Or like healing him or something. I don't know.
I like how Rin just immediately just changed his tone as I hit the nail on the head, most likely.
It's quite the opposite.
I just put him in a null magic zone.
I need dispel. I need remove curse.
Does anyone curse? That's the thing. It's just bound. It's like, hey, you're a pretty cool kid. I'll hang out with you. Walks along. Oh, that's a bully. Slice. Like,
Oh, that's a racist.
yeah, like
Slice.
that's literally it. That's all this creature is. It's a bodyguard.
Does that mean we really need to like get rid of it if it's killing all the races?
See, that's a moral choice for you all. Like,
I'm just kidding.
Crime is crime.
this
I'm
is,
neutral.
Contract's a contract, so gotta do it.
So just shoot the kid in the head. Oh, wait! We can bring the kid in alive and get the reward.
But we have
Then
no
we
way
don't
to
have to make a moral
confirm.
decision.
And then the Bone Claw kills off everyone else. It's like, alright.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's true. That's true.
Like, it'll
So
never leave. It's the thing.
we bring the kid. We explain the situation with the Bone Claw connected to the kid, and then we just say, okay, we only know one solution, but we feel too bad about killing a kid.
We could just kill him and then take him to the temple.
Kill him and then
Yeah.
spend like
Resurrect.
how much is the revivify cost?
Yeah.
The materials is 300. The spell is another 300, so it costs about 600 gold.
And how much was the pay for the mission?
5,000 alive, 2,500 not alive.
You said 3,000.
3,000. Sorry, I have it written down. I wasn't looking at it. I was going off half.
Okay. I was like, you ain't trying to cheap us, are you?
Yes, I am.
So, are we willing to sacrifice that amount of money to do that very extreme course of action?
Possibly.
Well, I mean, if
Let
we
me...
technically they want the thing dead or alive, the kid is just an unfortunate part of it. So I don't think they care if we revivify the kid. It's worth the money, I think. Because
Well,
what? Even 3,000 minus what 300, still a lot of money.
I mean, the issue that we have is, if we kill the kid, with it just poofing out of existence, we have no evidence to say that we actually caught it.
What if
According
we
to the
have-
scroll, does it say what happens when the master is killed? Does it cease existing, or does it just fall out over dead?
It ceases. It goes away. It more or
What
less
if we
falls
have
into
them-
lumps of shadow and stops to exist.
Okay, I've got a plan to catch it, but there's no guarantee I can keep it.
So here's my idea: is we tell them what's up, and then we tell them to send a representative to watch us fight it, and then they will see that the Bone Claw is there, and then we won't be suspected of killing a child.
Or we do to a very powerful ASMR who might have what it takes to purify this creature.
What happens when you purify a death Bone Claw thing?
That would be the only possible way to kill it without killing the child. If I could, that's just a theory. Maybe taking the
game
kid off of
theory.
its plane of
Like it would just
existence
bring
could
it back.
work.
Sorry. I've watched way too many of those videos, my bad.
I could only keep it trapped for a short amount of time, maybe 10 minutes.
That really doesn't give us a lot of time to work with. maybe enough to kill it, but
Mm. Well, which of does it say how long it takes it to come back once it gets temporarily?
Most undead creatures that revive themselves take about a day, I think. But it can vary. I don't know. DM, does the scroll say?
It does not say that. It's some information they never were able to find out.
Well, what's our best idea right now then?
So if it is connected to the kid, if we take the kid and make him hate us, it could show up. That's all I got.
But then that's kind of crummy because we make the kid hate us, it shows up, we kill the kid. That's just terrible.
or how about since the kid already likes me and Kavda, Everett can be the one that tries to force feed him broccoli. Every kid dislikes that, right?
I mean, I'm a carnivore, so I hate all vegetables, but yeah.
A kid that hates vegetables that is starving. Yeah.
How big is the church here, considering how close it is to Raven Mount?
It's sizable.
Maybe just like throw a rock.
Okay, y'all talked at once. You need to take turns.
Maybe. I didn't know he was going to talk.
What? What?
I asked how big the church is here, considering how close it is to Raven Mount.
Oh, it is sizable. It's.
I think we should go and talk to the priests then. They might have some ideas. Possibly stronger magic than mine to contain the creature. Especially if it's a Raven Queen church. They will be so down for helping this.
We can go talk to him. Wouldn't hurt. You agree, Junior?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and let's go.
Yeah, let's go consult the priesthood of, undead hunters.
Alright.
The vigilance of Stendar.
Yeah, the vigilance step. Oh god. As you make your way into the Raven Queen's temple, it is slowly being filled with more and more bodies. Due to, well, they found the woman's body. It isn't as ripped apart as the kid. Just the head has been cleaved. And from what you all remember, the creature's claws are as long as short swords. If the creature is large, and you feel like it can deal some damage if it gets too close. But as you reach the church, you all do see some priests working, casting a few spells to keep the dead from rotting. What do you do?
Alright, let's do this. And I'll flag down a priest.
They probably catch one while they're casting a spell, and they finish, and they walk over to you. How can we assist you today?
Hello, sir. We are with the Hunters Guild. We're working for the guards. We are hunting down the person who's doing all this.
Okay.
And the thing is, we know what it is and who did it.
That is good, but how can we help you?
And I'll kind of pull him aside and I'll say, this isn't something I should be saying around the public.
Okay, well then, follow me. I could take you to my quarters. As he takes you to a small stone room, Spartan in nature, just not much. As he closes the door behind you all.
And y'all feel free to fill in anything I get wrong here. So, we found out that the thing killing these people is a death claw. Do you know what that?
Bone claw.
Ah, shoot.
Death Claw. Just a giant lizard
It's a
runs out of nowhere.
That'd be a lot easier to deal with. This is a bone
Listen.
claw.
It's a claw that kills to death. It's a bone claw. Not a death claw. I made that up. In my head.
You look like a death claw. I mean,
I have not heard of these creatures.
So
they're
it's like
powerful,
you tell
immortal undead.
A what? An immortal undead. Alright.
Yes, so it's like this guy tries to become a lich, but then he fucked up, and now he's bound to some person.
Who is likely not even aware of this.
Yeah, and we think we know who the person is. See, because all the people who've been mean to this person have died, and that's not even by the Master's doing, it's just this Death Claw. And the problem here is, to get rid of the Death Claw forever, we need to kill the Master, who we think is a poor urchin kid. Which sucks.
I see.
We were hoping someone here might have an alternative to either contain or destroy the bone claw.
Well, I've never heard of such creatures, so I do not know. As sad as that makes me, I have never heard of one.
Is there perhaps a head priest or anyone like that we could speak to?
Me.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we flagged down the right person.
Maybe could you bring him back if we have to kill him to get rid of the Death Claw?
I could, but what stops that from the bone claw from returning?
Point.
I don't know.
If it's bound to the child, then it's bound to the soul. So if we bring back the soul of the child, we'll bring back the bone claw. That is what I'm picking up from you.
So we have to kill the kid, I mean.
Yes. It's terrible, but from what I hear, the only possibility.
Well, okay. Do you think we could get a sanction to, do the deed?
That you would have to go through the guards, not us.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help.
If you want to search out stronger priests, I would say Ravenmount might be the best option for you. They are, my people I report to, so stronger than me, tenfold.
Yeah, well, that seems worth it.
The only way to buy enough time would be to take care of that kid if we can, to confirm that he's the master inadvertently, and then keep him happy until then.
Yeah, we can do that. And we should write the Hunters Guild. Tell them what's going on, probably.
Everett beat you to the punch there.
Oh yeah, huh? Well, we should talk to the guards and get their permission once we confirm.
Yes.
It's just, abduct this urchin.
Hey, there's this kid. Yeah, he's just not meaning to. He's just killing everyone.
Well, if we can get the priest here to back us up, and we got that book, so we could probably make a good case for it.
I mean, maybe my suggestion at the beginning of giving him or having him live with Boone really was a good idea.
Actually, yeah. Boone or Genesis, actually.
Yeah, 'cause if we have him live with Boone, Boone would be a lot more well versed in this kind of thing, and having it be more of a benefit to the kid than a detriment.
Where even is that good?
Boone? I mean, we could just send a letter of sending to him, and he comes out of fucking nowhere, let's be honest.
According to the book, does it seem like the bone claw would appear if the master was in imminent danger?
Yes.
If even if the master believed they were in life-threatening.
Yes.
I think I've got the perfect spell for that.
What's that?
Major Image.
I don't know nothing about that, but I believe you.
If we can get a witness from the Hunters Guild, we can confirm that the child is the master, and I can trap it long enough for us to escape.
Okay. Let's go talk to the Hunter's Guild.
All right.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Priest guy.
I'm sorry that I could not help you more. This is truly sad news.
You did your best.
As you all make your way. So, you're gonna go find the kid now? That's gonna be hard. So, I need one of you to roll survival. See if you can track or first an investigation to actually see if you can hear rumors, find where this kid might be.
But I think we know who our survival person is.
Right now, yeah. So either survival or investigation. I will give that to whoever.
I'll go ahead and go update the Hunters Guild on the full situation in person while they track him down.
Alright.
I'll have my, well, so I was wondering, there's a bit on Find Familiar where it says I can telepathically communicate within 100 feet, and then it says, period, additionally, I can see through its senses. Is that under the same 100 feet?
Yes. You can see through its senses from anywhere.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to check that.
But also you do
I'll have
go
my cat
blind.
go with them.
So, you do go blind.
Yeah,
and
I
deaf.
swap out my senses
Yeah.
for theirs. So I'm going to send my cat with them so I can check where they are at any given time.
Alright, so let's do
So I can
everything.
find them once I get the Hunters Guild set up.
Alright. So once you reach the Hunters Guild, and with the information you've passed on, and with confirmation of this information, the price goes up on the head of this creature to 10,000. Dead. There is no alive now, so it's 10,000.
Yeah, good.
Because they just thought it was just a person, not a teleporting bone creature. And they finally get that information out to you. So now you have a hefty bonus if you kill it. But, moral choices, you know? But, for everyone else, with a 25 tracking, you're able to find the general area of the kid as he's in the woods.
Oh yeah, we did tell him to go to the woods, huh? Well, so the thing is, I don't really have any qualms with killing the kid because he seems like a good kid and I feel bad about it. But one, it's the contract and I don't like to break contracts. And two, he is getting a lot of people killed. You know, those people could just be,
Possibly. We don't have absolute certainty that he's the master just yet.
well, even if we do find the master and it's not the kid, like, we still should kill
What do you mean kill the kid even if he's not the
No, kill the master, not the kid.
Oh.
The way you said that, though,
I phrased it badly. I'm sorry.
Oh.
phrasing.
No.
Oh my god. For a moment I was like, damn, Kavda's like really hating on kids right now.
No.
It's a hint, Junior. It's a hint.
Oh my god. No. No.
I mean, if Katniss is trying to throw the hint that he doesn't want kids, there's easier ways to do it.
Jesus Christ.
Go around murdering orphans.
She. No.
Oh man.
But yes, Junia agrees. If the kid is the master, he's inadvertently getting people
Yeah.
killed, and some of those people may have been innocent, because as Everett confirmed, that it's not always people that have wronged the master in some way. The thing has its own will as well. But we can fake his death and just hand him over to Boone.
Yeah.
Or we can have him go to the Uglan Empire as a refugee.
The Bone Claw will just follow him.
That's the point. He can be in the
Junior.
Uglan Empire.
Junior. Big
So they're-
thunk.
There are people in the Uglan Empire though who like aren't.
There are innocent people there.
Okay, we can send him to a military encampment in the Uglan Empire.
Big
I'm kidding. This is out of character. I'm not legitimately telling you guys to send him to the Uglan Empire.
But I'm just saying, that's a big thunk. Like you want some rep with the cult of Legion? Damn, that'd be one way to do it.
Oof.
I mean,
Yeah.
chaotic good.
That's not chaotic good.
Thus far, the Uglan Empire seems pretty fucking evil in Junia's eyes, though. But no, faking the kid's death and giving him over to Boone seems like the best or only way to save his life.
But what if they find out?
I don't think they're keeping tabs on orphans.
Yeah, but what if it surfaces that we let this Bone Claw like keep going around doing stuff?
Well, how about we talk with Boone and find out what he has to say? Maybe he has more knowledge about these types of things, considering what and or who he is.
Oh, sure.
Can we get some sending paper in the town?
Yeah, there's the Mages Guild, so you can purchase sending papers.
My plan was to just take him to Ravenmount and like essentially get him exercised.
Oh my!
We could do that.
We're gonna reenact the.
If
exorcism
anyone
again.
could do it,
You know,
edgy angel guy can.
You know, the most funny part about that, you had a exorcism domain cleric right beside of all of you as he was leaving town with his buddy.
Yeah, because he's a dick.
Yeah, well, no, he's not a dick. It's just like he doesn't want his friend to get dead. It's like,
He could have trusted us, but no.
what would you do if your friend for 20 years like comes up to you and like, hey, I broke out, help me, bro? Like, you
Turn him in.
You can't know. Like, for 20 years, like all of your life more or less, and you've served and he saved your life more than you can count.
Okay, so here's the difference. I wouldn't incriminate him in something that he didn't do by intentionally running away from friends that I've made in the past when they're looking for someone that isn't him, where for some reason the evidence is quite evidently pointing in his direction, and you can clear his name by just saying, he's with us, I can vouch that he didn't do it.
See, the funny part is, the whole time, the Bunko has been linked to him the whole time. Who would have thought?
But then his friends have a
That
moral choice to
going
make.
through something at once.
No, they probably keep the Bone Claw around. That's pretty nifty.
Until they have an argument over some other snack and the Bone Claw comes for them.
Yeah. And they killed the Bone Claw. Bone Claw's not that strong. It's really strong against commoners, though.
It comes for them
Commoners and
sleep.
children. It's damn good at that. Like,
Honestly,
And wizards.
I'll do this.
and wizards.
I'll do this in DMs with you. If Junia was there in the room with it and got first turn on it, I'm wondering if Junia would have been able to kill it.
You
It's so unfortunate that it's resisted to necrotic.
Well, even then, it would have come back anyway.
That's really low rolls.
It is
Would have
really
made a
low.
difference.
And also, no, that would not have killed it.
Okay, try that again.
Okay, so kill the kid, yes or no?
If he is the master, yes.
If we can't just get it the bind broken, or the death claw, or the bone claw permanently destroyed by a priest, then yeah.
I mean, our mission is to kill the bone claw, not the kid. So if we can get it exercised, I think that's just about the same thing as killing it.
And depending on how long it takes to wake up, I can trap it pretty hard.
Well, okay.
Something tells me it's not very charismatic.
Who knows?
Surprisingly.
Could be a sweet.
But alright. As said, Junior, you know the general area of the child. He's in the woods.
Are all of us gathered?
I would say by now, yes.
Okay, then I'll lead the party to him.
And also, if you wanted to, you could stop by the Mages Guild and pick up Letters Ascending.
Yeah. How much do they cost per?
10 gold per. Per one.
God, I can't wait till we get paid.
I'll take 2 letters ascending. Do we do the boon thing or no?
I don't care.
I don't know Boone enough to say.
But so we're going with exercise him, and then yeah.
First, we need to confirm if he's truly the bonded individual.
How do we know?
I was going to use Major Image to scare the shit out of him.
Right. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Alright. So as you all travel, Junior with your fucking survival, 25, you find the kid. He's holding a bow and arrow and releases the arrow and it hits a rabbit. Just like, yes. As he runs over to it, just...
Damn, that's fast. Bows and arrows hard to learn.
He picks it up, pulls out
Hey,
the arrow.
you're really getting good at that.
It's like, you see that the rabbit's still a little alive, and he's like, He just breaks the neck quickly. Like, okay. You approach the kid.
I'm not gonna approach the kid. I'm waiting for everyone to do the thing.
I'm standing behind a tree, like, so I can still see. And I'm gonna cast Major Image. What should I summon up, guys? An adult red dragon? That might be too much.
Nothing's too
no,
much.
a person.
Confirm.
Just a person. Make it the bully who died, and call him something mean.
But if you do that,
Oh yeah, it
it's
does
gonna
include
run straight.
sounds. So
Yeah, Major. So yeah, call him a piece of garbage or something.
yeah, all of the I'll
Something like
conjure the. Yeah, let's go with life threatening actually to get it here immediately. So let's go with like maybe a large wolf going after the wolf that's going after him for stealing his rabbits.
Alright, so...
So we'll go with a dire wolf.
Oh, okay.
Takes the image of a dire wolf.
So, as the image takes place, you see as a direwolf walks out of the bushes. Nearby is the kid's just holding this rabbit. Looks up, his eyes go wide. He just drops the rabbit. Slowly backs away. Just staring at it. What do you do? See the kid's backing away slowly from this wolf.
The wolf is just going to continue to creep up on him slowly and like circle around to the side, very wolf-like.
The kid's gonna keep his eye on it and keep on backing up farther and farther away as it gets closer and closer. Just like.
And it's gonna slowly start closing in.
What feats do you have? You have observant, right?
Yeah.
That allows you to read lips. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you read from this kid's lips as he just whispers something to himself. Help me. As you all see as just a giant claw comes out of the child's shadow, just down to the ground, pulling this creature out, just out of the child's shadow and just standing tall over him, just looming, and just puts its arms around the child, just claws blocking it. Just holding the kid tight. That is what you all see as this wolf gets close.
I'll look at Everett and see what he's going to do next.
And I'm in like bullet time thinking about what I should do next. Because honestly, I imagined a more aggressive response.
We could drop the image and come out and talk to him.
I'll have the wolf seem like it's about to lunge forward. Does the bone claw move at all?
As it gets closer, and is it going to try and pounce like on that? So as it pounces, the bone claw quickly just backhands it. It's like bat, and it's an illusion, so it goes through its hand. It's like just like through the hand, like onto the kid, but through the kid. Just like the kid's terrified. Bone Claw is questioning.
Confused.
Like, just looks around. It was once a
but
monster.
It's not far enough away from the kid yet, I don't think. I don't think I could separate it with Wall of Force yet.
Well, we could come out and we could say, like, hey, so that was a bone claw, that's evil and killing people, we should get you exorcised.
Yeah. I think talking our way out of it is probably our best bet at
when
this
he
point.
was like, my friends will keep you safe, it was like, okay.
Mm-hmm. You get it.
Foreshadowing.
You get it. Yeah. It just shields the kid. As the illusion.
You should talk to him.
As the illusion passes through it, and it knows what an illusion is now. Like, it was a master wizard. A wizard of considerable power back when. So, it knows. Just like, not know someone's nearby. Gotta think about this part. Just as it stands up.
We should just come out and talk to him. Yeah.
I'm on board with that plan. I'll have the illusion, fade away.
So what happened with the illusion? Did the thing attack?
Yeah, it went in and got, like, illusionarily backhanded into a tree.
Oh,
And
so the thing
faded
did come
away.
to the boy's protection.
Yeah, it came up out of its out of the boy's shadow and wrapped itself around him.
In a like, it's a body shield to the kid. Whenever the wolf was coming up to it, it wasn't attacking the wolf outright. It was just waiting to the wolf to attack. Then it slapped it.
And it's clear now that the kid knows about it too.
just not consciously knowing what it's been doing. I don't think.
The kid doesn't know it's a Deathclaw, probably, but he knows that it helps him.
So the question is, can the master prevent it from killing things, or...
It acts based on its master's emotions. That's what we gathered.
So is it something that we can control? Like,
Yes, actually, the kid can control it. Like, if he got his emotions down pat, like, yeah, the kid can control this creature.
maybe if he just lived at the temple or something. Or with Genesis.
Ooh.
As a the temple, no, they would fuck that up.
Oh yeah, they would kill this
Yeah.
kid if they needed to. If they couldn't exorcise him, they would kill him.
The reason I'm saying Boone or Genesis would be a good idea is because they would essentially give the kid a new life. So essentially, whatever was here terrorizing this town would, by all intents and purposes, be dead.
So could we convince Boone to tell the Hunters Guild that we have it taken care of so that they don't think we've got an unfinished contract?
Possibly.
I think exorcism would probably be the best route if it's possible. Can I roll religion to see how probable that it would work? Like, what do I think the probability is that it'll work if we take him to Raven?
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, go ahead and roll religion.
My familiar's helping, but so that's still only a 16 though.
Your familiar can't help with religion. It's a cat. It's like, what's religion? Dude,
It has the
Cat
same
knows, made a
wisdom
piece
score
of
as I
life
do. It has
and
almost
love.
the same wisdom score as me.
no.
Or no, it ain't.
I will
That's
not
right.
let a cat assist on the religion checks.
My cat takes the help action, you know.
It has to be able to think.
One day I'll get the headband of intellect, and then you'll see.
Then I will allow it to help you. But right now, no.
Let me convene with the follower of Bahamut. See what his religion thinks.
Would I know?
I was opening this thing up and it was stapled. Oh, they're
Probably not.
just
You
enough,
would not
you
know. Same thing for you, Junior. None of you know if an exorcism might do anything. You don't know.
Well, should we risk? No, so here's the thing: is I'm worried that I already have some bad contracts on my record now, and I don't want to kind of sully our good name
It's the
by
first time that's ever happened.
being like, where'd the Bone Claw go? I don't know. Question mark. When we really gave him to Boone. So I think maybe we should talk to Boone, see if he can keep us clean and maybe vouch for us and say that the Death Claw's not going to be a problem.
I think we should at least maybe, offer to take him to Ravenmount and see about that, and then just keep him in a good mood until then.
Would Junior know that taking him to Ravenmount would be basically almost the end of him?
Yes. Any undead of nature will be killed on sight. Unless it bears the mark of the Reaper, and this does not bear the mark of the Reaper.
Yeah, the odds are in Ravenmount, if there's no way of exercising this, or if exercising doesn't do anything, they will just kill the kid.
This is
Yeah.
information you would know.
So I guess we should talk to Boone then.
Boone or Ravaton, we could send him a message as well. See what he thinks. If it's possible.
But I think we want to keep the temple in the dark for now, just in case they want to go out of their way to kill.
It would take him 2 weeks to get here anyway.
If you must.
But we could start with Boone and see how that goes first.
Oh, right.
But I'd rather eliminate the Death Claw from existence.
Yeah, I'll write a message on a letter of sending, and basically just be, Boone, we need to talk. How much do you know about bone claws and how they function? Then I'll rip it up and send it to Boone.
Alright. And maybe a minute passes whenever you get a message inside your head. I know quite a bit about bone claws. They normally bind themselves to a person and is forever bound to them till death. Why do you ask?
We found a kid, presumably an innocent kid, with one bound to him.
Where are you at currently? I need specific details.
Mad Harbor, are you close?
I can help write the next one.
I think
Yeah,
at this
thing
point,
is-
Boone is just casting sending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's sending. As Junior, you have a sense of just a magical sense hit you. I need you. Are you going to allow this to pass through, or are you going to?
Yeah.
All right. So, Boone uses the spell, scrying, find out exactly where you are, and then in front of
I wave.
you wait. All right, and immediately.
Who are you waving at?
Boone.
As Boone
I'll wave
teleports
too,
in
be
front
like,
of
"Hi,
all of
Boone."
you. Just like, poof.
He was scrying us.
Alright. So where's this kid? As just
Pointing the kid's
He's in the woods.
direction.
as this tall guy in front of all of you just stands up. Everett, you've seen Boone before, so you just see a guy with a flaming hand just over there. Over there. As he sees the bone claw. It's been a long time since I worked with one of these things.
See, so the thing is, we need to kill him for a contract for the Hunters Guild, but he's a kid. So we were hoping if you could keep the kid under control and the Bone Claw under control by extension, could you also tell the Hunters Guild, yeah, we good, they could...
Yeah, that's actually very simple.
So
Heck yeah.
how do you get one of these?
How do you? Well, it's random. So I haven't dealt with them in a while. Last time I had to help another person get their emotions locked up tighter than, well, any bank in
Tighter than a
Blackboard.
crab's buttocks.
Yes.
Gotta get your ocean jokes on point.
Once we got it locked
I've
up
never
there,
heard that before.
the creature obeyed every word the person said. Just as long as their emotions never took hold. I can help with this kid too. I've done it before, I can do it again.
Oh, great. That's what we need to hear.
And I'm pretty sure my word might carry a little bit, so I'll say that you all asked me to assist you in taking down this monster. As
I can safely assume that you will enjoy the new company.
oh yes, having a kid around, I can make him my son by proxy. I don't fucking know.
So can we still call you Uncle Boone?
God, you don't need to call me Uncle Boone. You can call me Father Boone. There you go. I'm a priest now.
The Church of Boone.
The Church of Boone. The Republic of Dave. The Church of
Aye.
Boone.
Oh, well, let's go talk to him.
See, I was going to say Daddy Boone, but then I stopped myself. Just
Boone
I know
reminds
you
me of
were.
Yondu, kind of.
Oh, what'd you say, Junior?
No, I knew you were
What?
gonna say that.
If I stop
But-
myself, I went with father. It's like priest. I'll be a priest, not daddy. God. As
So, Bean, since he reminds you of Yandu, he could be Yabun.
Yaboon.
you know,
Bandu.
I just thought this kid actually has a stand from JoJo's.
Oh. Wow.
Like shit, this thing comes out of
So long as he doesn't
nowhere.
have Zo World,
Oh jeez. Alright.
we'd be pwned. We're not high enough level to move in frozen time.
Yeah, dude. My shit, dude.
Baby bone, ha ha ha.
God damn it.
But instead we got booned.
But as he steps up,
Kill all wizards.
like, come on, little, come on.
I'll go out and I'll be like, hey kid, what's up?
Like the kid looks at all of you like, oh, hello.
Hey, so we noticed you got a friend there. That kind of protects you.
And the creature looks at you.
Hi. Sorry I threw a hatchet at you.
It shrugs.
You killed someone. So it's been going around and it's been killing people, unfortunately.
He looks
And,
up at him and just like slaps his stomach. And not even his stomach, he's too small. Slaps his leg. Bad.
Yeah. I mean, they've all been racist, which is okay. But, what's not okay is, the whole murder part. And, we don't want to do anything to hurt you. So we decided we're gonna help you get adopted. This is Boone. He's a cool guy. He owns a bunch of ships and magic. And he can help you out and stop your guy from killing people.
Do you want to be a pirate?
Or persuasion with advantage. Toss out pirate.
Okay.
Just like, oh.
Hey!
Hey.
Nice.
Good.
So like the kid like, yeah.
Thanks, Junie.
My -1 charisma is the reason I don't talk.
Yeah, I'm a warlock, so I've got decent stuff.
Like the kid nods like, yeah. It'd be pretty cool to be a pirate.
You can be a pirate right now. And also, you won't be, and you'll have a dad. It's pretty cool.
And a home and food.
Well, a ship and food.
Well,
Isn't the ship a home?
Yes, technically. It's large enough. It's large enough to be a city. So just like,
Oh, you guys got that one going.
yes.
By the way, kid, what's your name?
My name, it's Everett.
Alright. Well, Effrey, here's Boone.
And he just walks up to Boone and just looks at him. Looks at his hand. Looks at Boone. Looks at his hand. You got fire. Just looks over. Yes, I do. Pats
Yeah,
the
isn't
kid.
it cool?
Pats the kid with his fiery hand. Just like, kid laughs. As this large creature just steps, it's looming over Boone and all of you, just like looking down, and leans into you, Kabda. He gets real close.
This is the Bunkla, right?
Yeah, it's the Bunkla. I forgive you for hitting me with the hatchet.
And Capta will look more physically relieved than he has ever looked, maybe in his whole life. And his like big shoulders will go, oh, thank God. I'll say, thanks.
You're welcome. As he looks over Boone's like, oh, so you can actually talk. One of the few. It's like, take my hands. Oh wait, I have to talk to... Go into his shadow, big man. Let's go. It's just... Boone's more chill than he should be.
I mean, Boone could one-shot that thing. He's like 40th level.
He's not 40th level,
Yeah.
he's 20th level. Gosh. But he's a 20th
I mean-
level fiend warlock. So,
This isn't the first freaky kid he's had to deal with.
nope.
Cough knocks.
He's a 20th level fiend warlock who's actually a nice guy.
Who would have thought?
So like, if that bone claw gets out of control, he could just be like, "Bitch, sit down."
He could send it to hell if he really wanted to. Like,
Let's be fair. Comparing this kid to Nock is an insult to this kid and the Bone Claw.
Yeah.
debatable. The Bone Claw is chaotic evil. But the kid is chaotic good. So, it's like,
Come on. Has Nox ever said, I forgive you?
what's forgive? It's that word in his dictionary.
Exactly.
But yeah, as this Bone Claw gets back inside of this kid's shadow, just hides there. So you would just figure that out this entire time. You would think that this thing's been inside this kid's shadow the whole time. Which might put you off a little bit, because it was right next to you the whole time.
Lucky for me, my character's not smart, so I haven't.
Just like as the kid like skips along with Boone as he makes his long strides. Like, come on, let's go. Help a kid.
I have two dads. Oh, are they gay? No, one is a pirate and one is my Bone Claw father.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Really question what the fuck's going. Like, what the fuck is the shadow creature? Like, ah, how you doing? Pops out of the shadows.
For the kid. It's Bone Daddy and Boone Daddy.
God damn.
I really hope at level 19 or whatever we meet a like teenage pirate who has a Bone Claw as his first mate.
Actually, like, the kid's 8, so yeah, actually. It's plausible. Very plausible.
No, imagine it's a pirate with a Bone Claw as his parrot.
It's like sitting on his shoulder.
No, it just pops up out of his shadow and repeats something, goes back in.
Bone Claw wants a cracker.
Like, holy water, God!
Bone Claw wants a disembodied heart.
Yeah! Or like, yes.
And then Boone just wipes away a tear. That's my son.
Oh. You know, the thing is, people could make a parrot a lich and then fail it intentionally just to have a Bone Claw parrot. Just saying, it's plausible.
Yeah, I have to go soon. I have to drive someone somewhere.
Alright, so I will say, whenever you all do get to the town, Boone will vouch for you all, saying the contract is completed.
Nice.
Yay! I don't
They
have
buy-
to be a
they-
bad mercenary.
They buy his story because they rolled a 7 on insight, and Boone rolled a 18. Plus his massive ass deception. So you all get paid 10,000 gold pieces.
Each?
Not each, so
Okay.
it's for
I was
you
about to
three.
lose my freaking nut.
Token
Okay.
is T-posing in the sky, just watching
It's
as they don't
like
do
Elder
anything.
Scrolls.
To- Token missed out on this quest. This is all our money.
Yeah, that's all y'all's money. Token didn't do much.
We
so-
each get 3,333 gold and 33.
then
And 33 copper.
Yeah.
And 33 pebbles.
Just threes all
Repeated.
across the board.
But then Boone just, alright. Well, I'll be taking this kid with me. Stop in, he'll be on my ship whenever. So,
Sounds good.
have fun.
Will do.
As he is gone.
You know, I know we just saw 2 people get dismembered, and I know that it was a creepy death machine thing, bone claw, but that was kind of wholesome.
You know, yes.
Man, if you were writing about just seeing griffins, I bet you'll have to write a lot about this stuff.
Bone Claw.
You can write a whole book on bone claws.
I'm gonna pay you guys back for like the 100 and some gold that you spent on my behalf. Like,
You know,
I think
was gonna say
Cabda
we can-
was 100, and I think it was Junia paid 50, or was it the other way around?
No, Cabda paid the 100.
I immediately forgot because I didn't think you'd pay me back.
I intended to pay you back once we got paid, but I had 5 gold to my name before. But now I've got 320
Yeah.
platinum.
I thought it was like a gift thing, so I didn't even keep track of it, so that's up to you.
Yeah, I didn't keep track either.
I'm gonna learn so many more spells.
So many spells.
I'm gonna know
Wait,
all of them.
So each of us gained 3,333, and then like just fucking threes all across our silvers and coppers.
I just put it in. I would have just put in 333 platinum.
I was going to say you could do the platinum and then you could make all the other things.
So, in all, that Bone Claw ended up killing off about 25 people.
25 racists.
It could have been more than
That makes it-
25.
That makes it less bad.
Yeah, and that is true. It could have been more than 25 because you did see as it just picked up a body and left. Just it teleported away. Like there could be more.
Can
missing.
I ask? Was it using Misty Step?
No, it has an innate ability to teleport.
No, by
Mm.
it could have been more. I mean, like, it could have kept on killing people, but we stopped it.
And it could have just killed more people without people even knowing.
Yeah,
as in-
we could have tried to fight Celeste.
Yeah,
Or we could have wasted time trying to fight the Bone Claw if it didn't just decide to leave.
Like I
If
just
you hadn't
have
gone to the
say,
library.
I just have to say this. Rin, for Celeste not even being vaguely involved with this, you went out of your way to make them look guilty.
yeah, I know.
That's how you run a mystery. Like, that's the
Well,
good
they
way to
were
run it.
guilty of a crime.
They just
No,
broke-
but like,
Just not the crime we thought.
but like, Celeste is guilty of a crime that he would know from knowing my character in the past. I wouldn't give a shit. I'm actually glad he's free.
But all in all, he doesn't know Kabda too well, and also he was just sitting in the bar and he's seen you. Like, it's like, oh. But she's seen you in the sense, because it was. He was a girl.
Ring of Disguise Self.
Like, it was.
No, I think it's
Guys,
everybody cast
Celeste is
Disguise.
a non-binary icon, actually.
Yeah, God. I am an Apache helicopter.
I'm a turtle.
I respect that choice.
I actually had the idea to make a Turtle Monk, but like, it doesn't stack with unarmored defense, which made me sad.
Yeah.
That would be way too powerful.
Yeah, I have a turtle Sork I play in Penn's campaign, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, okay, I accept that I'm going to be a squishy Sork, and then I was like, oh yeah, I get all this armor. I'm 7.
My squishy ass has 12.
Big oof.
You're a baby.
That's
mean,
why I love
you're-
Wall of Force. I could just bubble myself off and be like, no, you can't hit me now.
At least you're not Vermina.
Poor Vermina.
They're a melee-focused warlock of the Fiend who has 12 AC.
Oh, see, my Warlock, my Tiefling Revenant, is a Cleric Warlock, like 1 level in Cleric. She died and came back and became a Warlock afterward as a Revenant. She's a Hexblade. So it works. And she's in
Yeah.
melee, just hitting people with a giant scythe.
Wanna know what's the sad thing about Vermina? They would have
Meh.
10 AC if it wasn't for the homebrew pseudo shield they're wearing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say if it wasn't for their prosthetic limbs.
Yeah, the prosthetic limbs are their like pseudo shield.
Oh my god.
If it wasn't for that,
Sucks.
they'd have 10 AC.
So they don't have any points in
I
dex?
don't feel like I was made.
Sorry, what'd you say, Ryan?
They didn't have any points in dex?
They have 10 decks.
The fuck? They ain't that
How
bright.
are you gonna? She didn't do that, right?
Point by, she did all of it.
She didn't do it right.
Yeah, she. Ooh, God.
Cool. Well, I gotta go and do some prep for tomorrow, but it was really fun. This was like a really fun session. Thank you.
It was. We just need to
Thanks,
get
Rian.
like into the mindset of Rin's type of intrigue missions, and then we can have fun with it.
Oh, I was into it. I was just acting because Cabda's not a big intrigue guy, but I like it a lot. So I had a good time.
Neither is Junia.
Cabda was like, "Oh, whoa, okay."
The thing is, I knew it was the kid ever since we met the kid, and Rin was so adamant about the kid believing he has a friend that could watch over you.
Yeah,
and all that.
I didn't
said-
even think about it until we found out Celeste was innocent.
See, the thing is, kids had friends. He wasn't lying about that. So. Yeah.
So no. The thing is just you put the kid into the spotlight very early on, and I was like, yeah, okay, the kid has something to do with it.
You rolled a high enough
Uh,
perception. So, I had
Sometimes he just introduces people, and then I don't see him for a while. So I thought that was going to be the kid. Like, oh, it's adding flavor to the
Yeah.
world. It ended up being a thing, so that's
Yeah.
pretty cool too.
And then, like, you were all, like, being super nice to the orphan, and I'm just like, we shouldn't be too nice, or he'll never learn to fend for himself. And then, Bone Claw.
to. Yeah, he
What
can
do you-
fend
what
for
are you talking
himself,
about?
alright.
But we gave him a
What do you
bow,
mean?
so
Yeah, like what do you mean won't learn to fend for himself? We literally just said, here's weapons, go fend for yourself.
Yeah. And you all seen that kid is actually pretty good with a bow. Like,
Yeah, that's some talent.
he has that feat known as prodigy.
Mom, it's just mellow.
No, but both Cabda and Rin as the gym would know why Junia did what she did for the kid.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean, it showed up. Your background showed up when you put the city streets thing.
So are we gonna warp back to Scalvane? Or are we gonna chill here for a bit?
That's actually up to
What's
you.
up?
I don't know, but I'm done saying thank you. So bye.
Alright,
Yeah.
see ya.
Yeah, we can decide whether we teleport or not next session. 'Cause
Yeah.
we don't know
I
where
mean,
the-
we
where
can
the
go
contracts are.
several places.
You could go to Sirius.
And we can We can
Hmm?
accept and hand in missions at any hunters or adventurers guild hall. So
Oh, yeah, for
you
sure.
can go,
And-
you can go wherever we want.
And Mage's Guild Hall, too, so.
Yeah.
Or you could take war contracts from any part of the army. Like, any army out there except the Uglin Empire.
I mean, I could probably get contracts from them.
Yep, you could. 100%. Like,
Then you'd make the whole world your enemy.
yep. Well, not the whole world. Like, Ethar,
Except
they're not sided with the Uglin Empire, but they're on
Ethar is
okay
Sweden.
terms. Yeah, Ethar is Sweden. Glimmervale is staying out of everything this war. Like,
Also Sweden.
the Silver Breach sells weapons to everyone. Because
Sweden.
they don't care.
Aggressive Sweden.
The Shimmering Vale are allies with the Uglin Empire, but they don't want to fight Estrago because that's a lot of their border.
So French.
Like, yeah. Like they have like a good portion of their borders is Astrago, which really sucks for them. And then you have the Conclave, which is immediate enemy to the Uglan Empire, which they're sinking their ships like nothing. And then you have that's everyone. Like you have the Fairmoor, or you have Blackmoor up at the very top in the middle of the Shimmering Vale, which is technically on the side of the Conclave, but they're not gonna fight. They're just there. They're there for support. And that's about it. Gotta love military. And for all of you that care, that battle that they were talking about that wiped out a good portion of the Sirius army, which why there's a lot more people heading there, took place right there. Like days
Right
away.
on the border.
Yeah, right past. It was bad for those guys. Like I had to work on, as said, the mass combat rules, and word of fucking mercy. Like it took 4 hours to get done with a battle, because there were so many units I had to actually take care of. And like fuck. And it took me forever to actually get into the mindset of like, alright, this is a lot of math, but it's actually pretty fun.
Is the city of Syros itself okay?
Yes, the city of Sirius is okay. They just did it as a
Okay.
show of might. It's just a big fuck
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
That's
Because I believe my family is still there.
Yup. That's why a good portion of the forces in Tali are making their way. Not a good portion, but a hefty portion is going to Sirius. Niso is heading there, Nelu, and Tras is heading towards Sirius. Tragus is keeping normal.
realized. Sorry to interrupt. I realize there's a few things that you forgot to actually tell me.
What?
Ren.
What?
Remember the diary that my character got from their past life?
Yeah?
You never told me what was in it.
You never read it.
No, I told you that my character's gonna start reading it. And you're like, yeah, you'll send it to me later on.
Oh, did I? Oh, damn.
And then radio.
I think I remember
silence.
that 'cause you mentioned it during the boat ride that took a month.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember that. Also, yeah, details, you were actually a terrible fucking person.
I mean, go figure.
Like, I mean, not chaotic evil bad, but pretty damn close. Like, you were bad. You were very bad. Like, but not disowned by family, so you do figure out, like, where you are from. You are from Hosland in Astrago. Not from the Glimmervale.
So wait, from where?
Hosland in Western Astrago, the capital of Western.
Way north there.
Oh, okay.
I have that sigil sequence.
You do. And you know exactly where your parents live.
So, nice.
So if you wanted to, you could go to Hosland.
For the low price of 50 gold. And 1 minute.
And find your family. But would Junia do that? That's the question. But I will say, officially, the game is over. It has been a pleasure.
Yep.